Hi, this is Luke with Hot Wax and Cool Vinyl. Welcome back. Today I was hoping to do something a little bit fun. Give my opinion and hopefully hear back from you guys on your opinion as to the 10 must-have records in any comprehensive rock collection. Now again, it's completely subjective. This is my list. I'm sure there'll be things on it that you can't believe I omitted or included. So just let me know. Leave me a comment if you wish. So without further ado, let's start. First is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band by the Beatles. Must have. 1967, probably the most transformative album of its generation. Just absolutely stunning piece, and if you only have one Beatles album in your collection, and I don't think you should only have one Beatles album in your collection, this should be the one. Next on the must-haves, Boston's debut album. Quite possibly, as far as I'm concerned, one of the few almost perfect debut albums out there. There isn't a bad track on the whole record. If you're like my age in the mid-50s, when this came out in 77, it was just a completely different sounding record. Now granted, no band has made more from 3 albums than Boston, but their sound has always been very distinctive. I assure you, I'm guaranteeing you that every time you hear a song by Boston, even if you don't know it's that Boston song, you kind of figure it out just by the Boston sound. So, the debut album is a must-have. Third on our must-have, David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust. The rise and fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. Amazing, talented singer, songwriter, performer, you name it. And just an absolutely fantastic record. If you haven't had the opportunity to listen to it, why? And go do that now. So this is also a must-have. Another must-have, Cheap Trick's Live at Budokan. I know, but just hear me out on this one. I want you to want me and Surrender became rock anthems. They're still played today, so many years later, and the minute they're played, everyone knows not only who sings them, but what album it's from. When you've got that kind of traction, you have to have that record in your collection of classic rock. Falling into the should-have, not must-have category, CCR's Willie and the Poor Boys. You know, Vietnam-era songs, political songs, Fortunate Son, Fortunate One is just, really strident political song, Stand on the Corner, great, just kind of southern, jazzy, bluesy, folksy, everything rolled into one. CCR's Willie and the Poor Boys. If you're only going to own one CCR album, make it this one. It's better than Cosmo's Factory. Even though Cosmo's Factory might have a better known song, this is a better album. Must have. Slow Hand, Eric Clapton. Just, you have to. Even if you're not a Clapton fan, you have to have this album in your collection. If you don't, in my opinion, it's really not a comprehensive collection. I happen to like Clapton. I'm not, I don't live and die for his stuff. But this album is just a stupendous record, and it really should be in your collection. Another must-have, and not just because it's its 50th anniversary, but also just because it's an amazing album. Hotel California, the Beatles, good lord. Hotel California by the Eagles. Great album, great lyrics, great song structure. Again, 50 years later, still going strong. Go out and get yourself a copy. You can buy the box set reissue that just came out if you feel like spending a fortune. But if you want just a really clean copy of the album, go to Discogs or go to eBay. You could probably snag one for $5 plus shipping. And it'll be a nice clean copy. Houses of the Holy. You know what? I love Zeppelin, and I could probably throw 5 albums of Zeppelin in this thing, but we're trying to make it must-haves in classic. Houses of the Holy. Again, if you're going to own one Zepp album, make it this one. Don't own just one Zepp album. Near and dear to my heart. May not be a must-have, but certainly, in my opinion, it is. And yours, it should be a should-have. Again, great debut record. Just an amazing album. Also much better than the original band name, which was going to be Mud Crotch. Look it up. You can Google it. It's actually true. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Damn the Torpedoes, debut record. Just an amazing record. A great guitarist, you know, and also exceptionally funny guy. If you ever listen to some of his interviews, the guy is just flat out exceptionally witty. So do yourself a favor, if you don't have Damn the Torpedoes, go get it. Dark Side of the Moon. I don't have to say any more. When I was a kid, this came out in '73. It was on the top-selling album chart till at least the mid-'80s, probably longer. Top 50 selling albums. You know, an iconic album. Absolutely have to have this in your collection. That's just unquestionable. The Stones, yes, must have the Stones. Lots of albums to choose from. I'm a big Stones guy, but Sticky Fingers, and not just for the cool cover, just because it's a great album. And you should have a ton of Stones albums in your collection. But if you're going to only have one and you want to start off with one, grab yourself a copy of Sticky Fingers. I don't think you'll be disappointed. And finally, may not be a must-have, but certainly a should-have, and strong consideration for a must-have. Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen. You know, not much more to say on this album. Again, iconic album, pretty clear about all his lyrics. You know, the blue-collar driving force that Springsteen formatted his records and songs to be, just made an absolute great record, and it had that just like Northeast New Jersey vibe. So definitely, if it's not a must-have, it's certainly a should-have in your collection. A couple of quick honorable mentions. Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell. Again, as far as a debut album is concerned, it wasn't actually his debut album, but the one that put him on the map. Amazing album. I mean, just really amazing album. Great lyrics. Steinman did an amazing job on writing that album, and Meatloaf did a great job singing. And don't have any Queen on there, although, because I was kind of weighing back and forth. Day at the Races probably should be in this batch. You know, it'll probably be in the next installment of 10 classic rock records you must have. As I said, this was just classic rock. The punk stuff, London Calling, and Never Mind the Bullocks, have to have those. You know, the new wave stuff. New wave is kind of like meh, but it's necessary to have in a comprehensive collection. But this is classic rock. We'll do one on, you know, hard rock, metal, that sort of thing. Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy kind of crosses from hard rock and classic rock. It just kind of bends together. So on the next one, we'll do another 10 albums of classic rock that I really think you should have. Honorable mention also to the record I had on behind me, which is Working Man's Dead by The Dead. Took me a while to get into The Dead, like a long while, but it's the more I hear them, just the more I pick up the subtleties of the talent that The Dead actually have. They're so much more than just a live band. That for years, when growing up, they were more known as a band that was great to see live and set a kind of meh on the record side. But you know what? They're actually a really talented band across the board, period. So until next time, thanks for stopping by. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon.